All right, guys, we're headed to New Melones this morning. So a lot of people have been asking me, like, oh, did you film that trip? Did you film this trip? And I don't film probably but maybe 10% of the trips I actually go on. And the reason for this is a lot of the time I'm doing research trips, or I'm trying to go test new products or get a product shot or develop a pattern to figure out if that's where I want to shoot footage on that lake. So a lot of the time I just don't bring camera equipment with me because it becomes a distraction. You know, and when I'm really trying to dial in a pattern, I prefer no other distractions. I prefer to just fish. So what I'm gonna do from now on, I think I'm gonna just strap a GoPro to my chest, maybe kind of tell you guys what I'm doing. Just a very raw version of a trip video, to where it's not gonna be like a normal instructional that I do. I'll record some catches, kind of show you what I'm doing, where I'm headed, what I'm trying, a few baits I have tied on. Like, for example, today we're going to New Melones. It's December 3rd or 4th today, I forget, and the temperature outside right now is 37 degrees. It's cold, but every morning's been really cold, but the afternoon's been getting into the 60s. Looks like it's going to be another calm day in regards to wind. The water temperature out there is probably just below 55, pushing near the low 50s. What this is going to do, it's going to put fish on the later end of the fall feed. I believe once that water temperature hits 60, the fall feed typically goes on big time. Fish are still active chasing things up shallow. Once you start getting below 55, shad start getting more lethargic, suspending on vertical walls or holding to the bottom. But a lot of the time, this is when your big baits come into effect. So like big pulse tail Hud style baits, heavier glide baits that get down a little bit deeper. You can still catch fish shallow, don't get me wrong. That's where float and fly does really well in lakes with spotted bass like Melones. So I'm running up here today to meet up with my buddy Matt Frazier. We're going to be probably focusing on finesse fishing. I am going to throw a big bait for a bit. I may throw a lipless down some walls. I always have a shaky head. I have jerk bait. I always have different stuff I'm going to try and see what patterns are working good, and if it's good enough to actually shoot with the production camera, film crew style. But if not, we'll capture some difficult times or some really good times with the chest cam. Hopefully this works out. I'm not the type of person that does like a bunch of selfie footage, so it's different for me, but I'm gonna try it for you guys. I know you've been wanting to watch these things, so I'm headed over to Glory Hole Sports now to meet up with Matt. There's a couple little baits and rigs and jig heads and stuff that I needed to grab off the shelf that Glory Hole only seems to have. So maybe I'll walk you guys in there with me and show you what I'm looking for and what I had in mind. Anyhow, let's get back to the road. All right, guys, I'm in Glory Hole Sports. So I was looking for Greg Gutierrez, the Frenzy nail in the 1/4 ounce. Where's our Frenzy nail? So here's the Frenzy nail. That's 3/16. I need the black in the 1/4 ounce. 3/16. Sold out. You know, Greg, you need to send your boy some. Then I was looking to try out the new little Z-Man grass Ned heads. I used them the other day for about half a day and I actually liked them. So I'm looking for those too. So we'll see if I find those. All right, these are the dudes, the finesse bullets right there. I tried these guys out. That's the 1/6 ounce. These are pretty cool. I'm gonna get a couple packets of those. BLT breakfast while I wait for Frazier. Don't mind if I do. All right, toss my stuff in Matt's boat. Oh, so fancy, very fancy. Say what's up, Matt.
What's going on? Got my burrito, got my energy drinks.
All right, that's a wrap. Let's go fish. There's people blocking the main road. Trying to get to work here, people. First float and fly fish of the morning. Nice, decent fish, dude. It's a decent one. See right there, 1/8 ounce Fat fly, rocket bobber, and slip bobber mode right there. Got it done. Little guy, but it's a start. All right, guys, the setup I'm using right now, I'm using the Sticks #1 with just a Revo X. This is 6-pound tactical fluorocarbon. Bobber stop, normal slip bobber setup. That's how it's getting done. The dropper right now, Matt said he's been getting them in like 15 foot for his dropper. So you got to set your easy way to do it is set your bobber stop literally twice the length of, you know, a 7'6" rod, to where your bobber stops right there when you reel it in, and then you're like, okay, I'm trying to look through the GoPro right here, and then you're like, okay, well, I know that's roughly 15 foot. You know, if it's, once you reel your setup to the bottom of your rod, and then you see your bobber stop right there, then you know it's roughly 15 foot deep. And then you can make adjustments by moving your bobber stop up and down the line accordingly, you know, a foot shallower, a foot deeper, and kind of dial it in from there. But if you got two buddies doing float and fly, it's a pretty easy deal. You can always kind of look at their leader and say, okay, well, or if your fly's dropping and you notice they're like eating it instantly, maybe the fish are shallower, maybe you're dropping through them. So simple adjustments. If you're not getting the bites, of course, you're going to adjust to go deeper. Fish number 2. Might be better. Looks decent. Maybe a little bit better than the last one. Not much though. He's chunky. This one's probably 1/4 pound heavier than the last one. This is a 1/4 pounder. Oh, that's a better one. Get him, Matthew. Get him. Yeah, I'd say first box fish for now. For now. No, you want to wait till something better comes along? Okay. All right. Hold my hands out so you can actually see what's going on here, right? No, another little guy. All right. 4th fish, though. If that's not a telltale. This is our limit fish. Another small guy. Number 5, though. Limit fish. Number 6. Gosh. 9 on this one. In the same spot, though. That was nice.
Hey, you got a little weight to him.
Now he's growing. Thought it was a dink.
Yeah, I thought it was small.
Let's see. Quit selling it. Quit selling it. Is this growing?
It's a good fish.
It is growing all of a sudden, isn't it? Dude, yeah. He just got himself snagged in the back. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Oh, dude. He is fighting.
That's a good one.
Be at least a 3-pounder. Come on, Shane. Oh, yeah, that's a fatty. Yeah, he's probably close to it.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. Bring him up to the camera here. Turn him sideways. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look. All right, Matt with the blade bait. No, another spot. Took a slap at it. Throwing a little sonar, Silver Buddy style blade bait right there. Now, why we did that is we were floating flying steep walls, but on the graph up here we were seeing the fish straight below the boat, and Silver Buddy style bait like that is great for vertical fishing. You know, it's essentially a spoon, but at the same time kind of like a spoon / lipless crankbait. So kind of the best of both worlds. So you guys didn't see, but there was another tiny blade bait fish. Then they disappeared on the graph. Matt picked up the float and fly, threw it back out first cast. We got fish following him in. So hold on, let me try to. Yeah. Let me try to. Yeah, I'm gonna try to drop straight below your fish. Yeah, where are they at? 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10. Okay. So, as they follow Matt's fish up, so that's number 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit it. So if you guys look at the graph right there, you'll see those fish that follow Matt's fish in. You see them? There's a fish on the graph. Fish on the graph. So I looked at the graph, counted my blade bait down. I got hit, but he didn't get it. But like that, you could do that with spoons, blade baits. Now, if you just look at Matt, just threw his fish in, and you'll see the fish just shot right back down to the bottom. So, would this be number 13, Matt? Oh, I think we got a better one. I'm gonna go to the right of me, over my head. Yeah, we got a better one. Oh, got like tangled up in the leader or something. Spotted bass, man. They fight so freaking hard, it's incredible. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Oh yeah.
What is that?
Huh?
That's a trout or something.
No, northern koala. I told you they're in the trees, but you never listen. So these northern koalas are up in the trees. You gonna get the net?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's just a dark spot.
It is long.
It is a long one.
No, I think it's a trout, dude.
Trout would have jumped.
Maybe.
It's a good size. I mean, thanks though, Matt. It is a good
Oh,
size.
it's a big spot.
Oh.
Oh, his forehead
Yee-hoo.
on that one.
Yeah, so he felt solid. Did he feel solid?
He felt pretty solid.
Felt solid.
Never saw him though. He's probably a 2-pounder. If he gets
Yeah,
off.
here we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Look, the
Look at
jig.
the fish.
Oh my god, it's 5-pounder. So the float fly flies off and Matt nets the fish as the jig flies off in his mouth. How freaking crazy, dude. How freaking crazy is that?
Oh my god.
Alright, checking each corner and point right there with the pulse tail. Matt got another one on the blade bait. Oh, a monster. 6 1/4 ounces. I don't know. I think my swim bait's got him. Right. $1,000, $2, $1,000, $3, $1,000, $5.
Jerked it up and it never went back in.
Always right at the boat. Stop your big swim bait about 8 to 10 foot short. Let it sink down and watch. A lot of the time followers hang way off in the distance and you'll get a read. Even if they don't hit your swim bait, you'll know where they are to come back and try to target them another way. Oh, I just started recording. I don't know if I got the hook set or not. So ironically enough, the float and fly bite's pretty dang good. The blade bait bite, I honestly think may be outfishing the float and fly. It's really hard to say. Oh, look at all those shad spitting all over the deck.
Look at my shoe.
On your slipper.
See how big that is?
See that, Alyssa?
Oh, look at my...
On his nice household slippers, gonna hawk up a nasty half-digested shad.
It's not loose drag.
Dude, that fish is a fibber. I thought this was a baby, but I don't know what's going on all of a sudden now. Did it just grow as soon as it got to the boat?
It's really fat.
Just a fat, short one, huh? You shouldn't really call fish fat, Matt. This is California we're living in, man.
Look how fat it is.
I need better manners out of you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, a little porker. Porker McGee. What would this be? Number 17? Oh, went back to float and fly. What we realized is we forgot our lure retriever, and when you're throwing a blade bait, especially out on Melones, you really want a lure retriever because there's a lot of the fish are around brush. So we lost a couple blade baits, and we don't feel like losing anymore. The float and fly bite's really good. I'm probably going to throw the big bait around a few more points. Another nice little float and fly fish for number 16. Number 17 on here. What do we got? Oh, beautiful little walleye. Hey, Matt, look at that little walleye I got there, don't you know? Hey. Is this 18? 18. It's a decent one, yeah. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Is this 19? It's either 19 or 20. I'm done screwed up and forgotten. Lost count now. Be instant. $21 is another pound and a half, 2 pound. Not bad. Thank you, Seth. Oh, push bite. So I don't know if you guys caught that on camera right there, but as my bobber was dropping, you seen it all of a sudden lay flat. There we go, we got the double. When my float went and laid flat, the rocket bobber tells you if something picks up on it, because down pressure, it's gonna stand upright. We got twinsies? Twinsies! We got twinsies! Yeah! That is number 24, no matter how you want to look at it, Matcha. 25 coming up. Is there one? Was there one with him? Oh no. Another monster.
Some kind of little shoulders.
In with the hope, out with the dope. Float and fly. Oh, it's a decent one. 26 is a little bit better.
Oh, he jumped. Jumping spot.
Don't jump, sir.
Oh.
Yeah, no specks on the belly, so he's a young Alabama. Look at that white mark on the side of him. Maybe one?
It sure is fighting.
27. Oh, it is a baby. Nah, he ain't that much of a baby. He's a keeper. Oh yeah, one with him. Oh, it's another giant. Hey, 28, number 28, your order's ready, thank you. Yep, 29. Yep, brown trout. Water temperature is almost 55 degrees and a bass came up and ate my bobber. Number 29, another cookie cutter. Ah, a little better fish. I bet you that was the same fish. All right, we're almost out of time. We wanted to get a 30 fish day. We're on 29 right now, and we have 27 keepers, 2 under, but landing 30 fish is what our goal was today. Come on, baby. What was that? 3 or 4 blade fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that it?
That's it.
30? 30. Oh boy. Well, that's 30 fish. 30 fish to the boat, 29 and a half. And one less keeper.